It's 8 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day Orlando.
A Fox 35 consumer alert now. Concerns regarding toys that are made for kids. Just in the past week, Germany warned parents about the Kayla doll, which can hear and record voices. She can actually be hacked. The doll can be hacked. And those cloud pet toys, we told you about that, at the center of a data breach as well. The maker of the toy says it exposed thousands of voice recordings, emails, and passwords. And Danielle is here now with more from the experts on this, what parents need to know. Danielle.
Parents need to know. It's a pretty scary situation here, guys. Joining me today, tech expert Tom Jelneck with On Target Web Solutions and clinical psychologist Dr. Stacy Dunn. Good morning to you both.
Morning.
Good morning. All right, Tom, I do want to start with you on this. What kind of information specifically can be hacked from these toys?
So the real scary thing here is that you can actually access voices. So these toys are recording, listening. So the hackers, when they got this database, were able to get username and passwords to, select toys, and they could actually log in and hear the recordings, etc.
I got to tell you, this is so scary for parents because when you think about it, you buy these toys because your kids say they want them, right? And then they get them, and then you find out these toys can be hacked. Before I go to you, Dr. Dunn, I want to ask you, Tom, is there any way that we can safeguard ourselves against them?
Yeah, certainly being aware, and I think as parents, a parent myself, knowing what we're buying before we buy it, know this: anything you connect to the internet, anything in your home can be accessed if your home network isn't secured and password protected. So that's real important to know.
All right, so no secure password protection, no secure network. These are things we have to have, Dr. Dunn, and we know that these are toys that are made for kids, right? A lot of kids have them, and they will beg their parents till the cows come home to get these toys. Yep. Parents want to make their kids happy. But if a parent is worried about this, where do they draw the line on what technology their kids can have?
Well, I think it's just important that they draw the line, period. 2/3 of parents don't have any rules about their children's electronic use at all. It's much easier to set boundaries and make rules at the front end than to buy a toy that you have a lot of concerns about and then pull it away or then start limiting its use. So if you have real concerns about a toy, it's much better to explain to your child or your children why you have these concerns and why this toy won't be in your home.
Dr. Dunn, we've heard that kids shouldn't be online at all hours, right? And we know that there are a lot of dangers out there. I know I have a 9-year-old son. He does not have a cell phone, but guess what? Everybody in his classroom has a cell phone. How do we as parents balance giving our kids their favorite items or things that they want, but at the same time keep them safe?
We have to be smart about it and not fall into the same kinds of influences we don't want our children to, peer pressure, right? If you as a family decide that electronic device or toy is not what you want, and you explain that, you have to stick with it. But I think finding what they can use, find a toy that it will kind of satisfy their need for something new or having new technology that you are comfortable with, right? And so not only do we have to balance what we bring into our homes, but how often they're used and with whom they're using it with.
I think the with whom is a great part of this. Tom, I want to go ahead and give you the last word on this. What's the takeaway here this morning?
So certainly before you go out and buy that toy, I want you to do Google searches. I want you to understand what you're buying. I also want you to understand that, again, if you hook it up to the internet and your home network or anywhere isn't secure, you're obviously exposing yourself and or your child to real dangers.
Pretty scary stuff. Tom Jelneck and Dr. Stacy Dunn, thank you both for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Great to see you.